Welcome back to the channel. It is not escaping me that I'm using Bing to look up Mammon's. Mammon's. I was double checking to make sure it wasn't an actual demonic name I was invoking, which you could think I'm crazy. Over here, reactions, rants, and rabbit holes. That is a definite possibility. I'm not siding on the sane. I would like to think it's quite funny to the embodiment of what I on the channel like to talk about, the covetous nature of others. I want what you have. Give me it. And the darker negative side of The Secret. Having so much you can't be told no anymore, I think, is where I like to rant and rave. But I really think we're talking about the darker side of that fiat currency. Long ways from puka shells and shiny trinkets. We're trading so we can perform labor and tasks for each other. No, I am thinking about the pedestal placed personification of greed and unnatural desire. Now, I think it's safe for this to start the way I'm starting. Now, I could be wrong, and if I am, so be it.
Every time he opens his mouth, he says, oink. And I could not accept any lie that is so phonetically out of harmony with my ear. You understand? The pigs of the power structure are oinking to the people. Let's get you a boot off my neck, or I'm gonna try to snatch your leg off.
Lost in the bliss of a lofty wish, a pot to piss, pockets thick, pop hits for the populace, pop Chris to wash the pills down your esophagus. On the eve of the apocalypse, we got megaton bombs, rocket ships, stop and frisk, and deep state operatives. I've been waiting for the plot to twist, I'm an optimist, locked in the grips of an unseen head with the axe to grind, a vagabond, far from home, following the path toward Avalon. When the market thrives and the sharks arrive to tear apart your hide with sharpened knives, you can see a world with a darker side, where they harbor lines and the high oligarchs eyes.
Ooh, I like this already. What are we, a minute in? That's about right. Now, the only question I have, because the channel likes to kind of go back a ways, hasn't there always been a temple complex? If it wasn't a elitist CEO of a mega New World Order corporate conglomerate, wasn't it maybe a priest or a leadership caste that lived in the big marbly buildings and this fancy lit technology engulfed sections of society? How long have we been doing that? How long has greed been honored with positions of power? So, in any story, I would think, as always, it comes down to those and I've adjusted this opinion, but those fringe elements at the very tippy top that have never been told no, that can sacrifice all around them to their own wants and desires. Looking for a time machine for the last 100 years really kind of shits on the last 5,000. Turns out we've been going strong for a while. Is it that power always corrupts at the top? Always flows, the power always flows up, the shit always flows down?
We're led toward our demise with that unseen head with the axe to grind. A vagabond, far from home, following the path toward Avalon. When the market thrives and the sharks arrive to tear apart your hide with sharpened knives, you can see a world with a darker side, where they harbor lines and the high oligarch resides. We're led toward our demise, narcotized by a phantom menace. Got a house and a car to drive, a new phone and a smart television with a camera in it. In the pandemic land, a branded image. Show me where the answer.
If the path we're on is something that I think is going to come into fruition, then the Internet of Things is good. You think you got problems with your smart car now, or that your phone is intrusive? Wait till your fucking thermostat is snitching you out. Because that's the problem. It's always going to err on the side of, man, it's like stupid speeding. Not every asshole who has to do 90 because they deserve to be first. It's the person who's actually somehow thought of everyone else's safety, kind of followed a social contract, and then had to pass because of a problem, and they get nailed for that thing. This is where the system gets just twisted. My question has always been, with a flick of a switch, some of the online harassment just go away. Does the system want it to continue? It must. We talk about how all these things are wrong, but at the deepest, darkest confines, it turns out this is just a fucking playground out there. So, I mean, what is it? One system for the normies, one system for the tippy top, one system for the manipulation group. Hey, I'm going to sway hearts and minds, so we got a new... I mean, maybe accepting different rules for everybody's the problem. And then, when we decide that's okay, it seems like we start... turning rules for transgressions against others, and there's no rules for that. It's wrong. Natural law has that all figured out. It's wrong, Man, this is all deep.
You can see a world with a darker side, where they harbor lines and the high oligarch resides. We're led toward our demise, narcotized by a phantom menace. Got a house and a car to drive, a new phone and a smart television with a camera in it. In the pandemic land, a branded image. Show me where the answer is hidden. A cancer is living in the minds of men. We got wolves in the den and ants in the kitchen. Far as the eye can see, there's eyes in the sky that are eyeing me. Bones with the world in a stranglehold that want control.
Yeah, like right there. I watched the video. Now, if the robot dog in the parade is somehow cute to all the people sitting there drooling over it, there's the same. That I'm okay with a robot overlord. Nothing could ever go. Man, does anybody see? Not that I think it's a great movie, but I mean, we're what? We're gonna wait till Minority Report's real. We already have a problem trying to close. All we want to do seems like we want to close the case. And it doesn't matter if it's real or not, as long as the initial story grabs the hearts and minds of the individuals. We can stay in this one moment of hate and division, of anger and incompetence, and we could just sit there and boil in our own stew. I'm pretty sure that's the ultimate plan. To have people slowly, and it's not advocating for anything but deeper thought, of course, but if the ultimate goal of one side is just to have everybody sit and stew in it till they've closed the door to their own cages, that's tough. That's just a tough way to go. With a whimper and a sob. Not a fucking roar amongst us. Now, that's not true. This is full of very, very roaring messaging. So I'm a present company excluded, I guess is my takeaway. the demoralizing truth aside, is a great tune.
The den and ants in the kitchen. Far as the eye can see, there's eyes in the sky that are eyeing me. Bones with the world in a stranglehold. They want control. Their mantra goes:
money,
sharpen swords,
abuse,
guard the doors, call the knives,
terror,
call the chores. Far as the eye can see, there's eyes in the sky that are eyeing me. Bones with the world in a stranglehold. They want control. Their mantra goes:
money,
sharpen swords,
abuse,
guard the doors,
fire,
call the knives,
terror,
call the chores. Broke away from the day-to-day to take a walk in the citadel. In the crown of the human shell, in the living hell, where the inner hounds come running at the sound of the dinner bell. The world outside reflects every inner complex and effect below that we project from the depths of a restless soul as the pressure grows for the collective whole.
Oh, yeah, I was just thinking about that. So, I mean, if it's going to be all of us, then we might have to shine the light on the darker corners of the planet right now. The revenge narrative time machine, it's a shitty idea. The actual, holy crap, that's going on right now, might be a lot more productive. It's all I've got to, I mean, that is the one thing. If I had a reoccurring thought in all of, like, thought-provoking music, is that there's just 40% of the time, I'm not saying here or now, it just makes me think. Because we're talking about, let's say, the collective whole. Is that an ideological stance, or is that everybody? Benefits everybody. Shouldn't we shine our light on the people getting the boots on the necks right now? Not the, ooh, it really sucked, we should fix that. Can we? I don't know. I don't have an answer. I just like, but sometimes I get a mixed message because I have eyes, and it appears every time another generation puts their hands on it, they tend to emulate the mistakes of the past and never implement any good ideas. It's like, hey, let me sell you on this idea so I can fuck it up too. Why? Because I worship money and power, and I want more of it. I don't know if I'm getting the main takeaway of this song or not.
The pressure grows for the collective whole. I've been in the heaven on earth in the soft light of a new dawn. I've been in the realm of the sun of darkness, chained to my self-hate when I couldn't move on. We oscillate between opposites, locked in the grips of a hidden hand, drawing lines in the sand, trying to make a stand till the lion lays with the lamb in the confines of a wasteland. When it's 8 below, when you stroll down a vacant road with no place to go, it takes a toll. Take it slow, try to break the mold and find space to grow, to build in the midst of the chaos here, in the belly of the beast where they prey on fear, with police on the centipede creeping the street that'll reach for their peace and
bang.
Far as the eye can see, there's eyes in the sky that are eyeing me. Bones with the world in a stranglehold. They want control. Their mantra goes:
money,
sharpen swords,
Abuse,
guard the doors.
Well, see, we've got so big that spiritual control system and secret societies and bloodlines, that's one group. Constant warmongering and arms, right? Because I don't think any one group controls it all. I'm not that naive. Could it be the accumulation of wealth, power, and control that's the problem? Once again, I don't know. I'm starting to think so. And all indictments aside, there is problems everywhere. I will venture to guess that having a global control system as the only ones armed and capable of making decisions for people's well-being and safety, that seems like a really piss-poor idea. But anybody giving up control of their money, their safety, their health to a control system that wants to profit from them, well, then they're just probably naive and don't understand the history of, hey, greed and power. Weird how it's all, it's kind of all interconnected, eh? Yeah.
Your goals,
Money,
sharpen swords,
Abuse.
guard the doors,
fire bullets,
call the knives,
terror,
call it yours. Far as the eye can see, there's eyes in the sky that are eyeing me. Bones with the world in a stranglehold. They want control. They want your goals.
money,
Sharpen swords.
Abuse.
Guard the doors.
Fire.
bullets,
Call the knives.
Terror.
Call it yours.
If a man has a good hold on life, the hold gets more assured and secure as he goes on.
That's right. Then things should become easy for him. During that period when I analyzed my dreams and began to get a glimpse of the pattern of my life, I saw the errors I had made and assumed full responsibility for everything.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? We don't do that. We let thought leaders and the idea of authority. That's sad.
And assumed full responsibility for everything.
Yeah. That's one of those keys. In my personal opinion, all opinions for entertainment purposes only. As always, Deca, Mammon's mantra. I'm pretty sure I had an opinion. I don't think it's right. I don't think. I'm pretty sure most of my crazy mad stuff was being said there. I just think it's a global problem, global solutions, and actual current issues that would need to be addressed. Not, this is complicated, isn't it? So like I said, I don't know. But I know that was all that's worth thinking about, more than escaping would be beneficial. So this was good. Thank you for the suggestion. Good choice.